Children, so fragile, so innocent. These delicate human beings not only need protection, but also deserve constant care throughout the various stages of their lives. Despite protection of their basic rights, including the right to education, nutrition, shelter, healthcare and parental care being enshrined in Article 53 of the Constitution of Kenya, these rights still remain a mirage for many Kenyan children.
In our village, I cannot be afraid to speak that most of the children are facing very difficult challenges. Some do not have good clothes, some have dropped out of school, some have been married, and some are now having children.
Many a times, the Kenyan child has been forgotten, even in budgeting. In the Kenyan budget, we find that the population of Kenya, a large percentage of it is the children, but least has been done.
Save the Children, in partnership with Kenya Alliance for the Advancement of Children, through funding from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Finland, has been working with children, members of the county assemblies, as well as civil society organizations to amplify children's voices and create a platform that links children with the duty bearers at the county level, so that child rights can be factored in during planning and implementation of county projects.
Chapter 4, the Bills of Rights, provides for the child, and the child is aware of this. The child has started pushing us through the counties in order for them to see that policies which are at the national level can be domesticated down to the county level.
Over the years, a lot of capacity building has gone into transforming the thinking among members of county assemblies, county executives, civil society organizations, as well as parents, teachers, and the general public to provide for and fulfill the rights of children through ensuring that county budgets are child-friendly, as well as involving children in the decision-making process.
CAC has been a very enabling factor, not just to me as an MCA, but to our entire assembly of Kakamega County, because they've been able to engage us through capacity building. They've given us a lot of workshops. They've taken us through programs on children's rights and so on. So we have come to realize that a community that does not value children is as good as no community.
We managed to engage with MCAs in a way that to bring the whole issue of children to them. And we are happy that a number of MCAs now, they are actually realize that children are core. They have put children at the core of their work.
Through child rights clubs and the Children's Assembly, children have been able to engage with leaders, articulate issues concerning their plight, and present petitions directly to those in authority. In a session at Amani Primary School in Mombasa, the Child Rights Club members engaged with Honorable Mary Akinyi, a member of the Mombasa County Assembly. They courageously asked questions ranging from favoritism in allocation of education bursary funds in the county to an incomplete classroom project that was started way back by the now defunct municipal government, but which is yet to be completed.
There were some problems which were facing Amani. Then we wrote a memorandum and took it to the county assembly. A living example is the toilets. We had problems with the toilets. They were little dirty, which could cause infections in children. With the help of county assembly, they have just done a project of building the toilets together with taps, tiles, enough water.
We want to bring out this barrier or this bureaucracy that somebody has to go to the children to come. If you are in a responsible position, especially the issue of representation, it calls for that power that you have to go to the children, talk to the children.
In addition to having champions like the MCAs, we also have been promoting the work of children themselves. So Save the Children is lobbying on their behalf, because we know that children's voices are often not heard in county assembly discussions, but we've also been doing a lot of successful work with children's rights clubs and with children themselves to make sure that they have the opportunity to voice their own opinions about county budgets and to do their own lobbying and to do their own advocacy.
The results of these interactions are beginning to be realized as various counties where Save the Children and its partners have been implementing this project continue to increase budgetary allocation for children and formulate laws and policies that are geared towards protection of child rights. In Mombasa, for instance, a bill on the establishment of a call center is in its final stages. Once passed into law, it will ensure that child protection cases are reported and responded to promptly.
The reason as to why I came up with the motion was that the 116 was not all that active. Somebody could have called and the person could have found that the call was engaged. Sometimes they don't even pick the phone. So the children were being denied their rights.
In Kakamega, the county government has increased allocations for the construction of well-equipped early childhood development classrooms, as well as a budgetary allocation to support the Kakamega County Children's Assembly.
The children in this particular ward have been so much on my neck. They demanded that they required a secure environment. You can now see the entire compound is now chain-linked, fenced properly. This is partly part of their demands.
When children see other children suffering, they are moved and go out of their way to help, albeit in a small way. It is this sensitive, loving nature that child rights clubs have been able to tap into so as to help fellow children who are in need.
Kuna mtoto mmoja mwenye tunasaidia kama child club, hakuwa na uniform na mama yake hayuko. Sasa walituletea hizi bananas, alikuja kama zimeanza kutoa sakas. Sasa zaka kwa tunauza moja 200. Hizo pesa 200 tulimnunulia uniform, alafu tukamlipia chakula shuleni, huwa anakula kwa shule lunch.
As a result of these engagements, civil society organizations are now pushing more towards policy-driven advocacy, whereas parents, teachers and other duty bearers now look at children issues through a completely different lens, a child rights lens.
We were asking ourselves how better can we bring MCAs on board so then they can understand the component of children and later also help us make policies that are friendly to the children.
Katika kaunti wajumbe wetu wamejaribu, lakini wameacha mwanya. Kuna mianya mikubwa. Kwa mfano utasikia kuna mgao wa watoto. Hata kuna mtoto ambaye alidrop at form 3. Mtoto msichana ambaye baba alikufa, mama alikufa na ni jirani yangu. Eventually mtoto hakupata chochote.
Emurabe Muslim Primary School in Kakamega is just a few meters from River Nzoia. Whenever it rains, the river bursts its banks and floods the surrounding area, including the school.
Msimu wa mvua, mbu anakuja anajazana hapo, kwanza maji inatoka inaingia class. Sasa unapata hata kama umekaa class unasoma lakini maji yako miguuni. Napata tena mtu kuja shule all week inakuwa ngumu juu akikaa amekanyaga kwa hiyo maji na hatuna viatu, sometimes tunakaa wagonjwa.
As part of disaster risk reduction, the school has been supported to dig trenches around the compound that channel the flood water away from the classrooms and the compound.
We thank the Save the Children for putting up that trench around the school and the fence, the barbed wire fence. And we wish that the county assembly learns from that they come up with a database to look at the schools around those prone areas to floods.
Currently, they have to pay every time they use a canoe to cross the hippo-infested river.
Juu kujanga kwa boti kila siku inakosa a lot. Kwa kila siku huwa tunalipa 20 bob kwa kila siku na kwa kila mtu mmoja.
The Child Rights Club in the school is also advocating for the construction of a bridge across the river to enable the pupils travel to and from school safely and without incurring cost. Schools in other counties have benefited through perimeter fencing that ensures security for the children as well as school property. In Mombasa, Child Rights Club members have been taught on firefighting skills and their schools issued with firefighting equipment to ensure the children are safe. Through involving children in the decision-making process on issues affecting them, they are increasingly becoming vocal on their rights And most importantly, they are learning the need not only to fight for their rights, but also the importance of growing up into responsible adults who care for other people and their surrounding at large.
As children, we fight for our rights, but we know that rights come with responsibilities. Therefore, our club has come up with an initiative to teach children not only on their rights but also on their responsibilities.
Ningependa tu kuambia hao wazazi hao watoto pia hata kama wanajua haki zao ni vyema tu pia waendelee tu kuwafunza mienendo mema.
Through empowering members of the county assemblies to become champions of child rights, a new page has been turned in the quest for promotion and protection of child rights in the counties. Both the public and the private sectors are continuously being persuaded to sufficiently invest in children. The hope is that through these concerted efforts at the county level, more children will get to enjoy all the rights as captured in the Constitution.
We're absolutely committed to making sure that children's rights to education, to health and to protection are really seen as everyone's responsibility at all levels, and that they're all adequately budgeted for.
Ningependa kuona watoto wakipata maisha mazuri, wakapata nguo nzuri, pia wakapelekwa shuleni na kupelekwa hospitali kama wamekuwa wagonjwa. Haki za watoto zikazingatiwa.
In the meantime, the work will continue, one child at a time, until every last child's rights are protected. This is a dream that every Kenyan child would love to see becoming a reality.